Hello everyone, so my name is McHorse and this is MCTV class about BBS mod. In this class I'm going to show you the basics of BBS mod. Some of the stuff I'm going to skip in the BBS Academy series, like tutorial series, because I think it's kind of irrelevant. It's mostly gonna be about the recording process and the characters. So what is BBS mod? BBS mod is like a new version of Blockbuster mod for newer versions of Minecraft. It's more advanced in terms of it's created to cater more animators' needs rather than machinima creators. You still can make machinimas in BBS mode, however, it's less advanced. It has less features compatible with vanilla Minecraft, as in, like, for example, there is no swimming animation, there is no certain actions, for example, like trident, bow, and crossbow. So it's really great for animation. I would like to show you a couple of examples of like peak BBS capabilities. So the first one is a short film called Flashman. It's kind of like a parody of DC Comics based on personality and characters of one YouTuber. Let's see, I'm not gonna show the entire thing, I'm just gonna show you a couple of shots and like sequences. AnimalMace and Mayo, hello. And Magic.
Ты все такой же придурок.
Ребят, какого хуя я там, если я тут?
Подготавливаю возвращение по прямому мосту.
As you can see, there is a lot of animations, and I realized that I messed up, that I could have enabled closed captions. But yeah, the point is that you can go really, and you can, it's really crazy what you can do with BBS mod in terms of animation. Whatever took with with Blockbuster mod so much time, it would take you like 4 times less, like if you once you get used to it, of course. So first I'm gonna show how to install BBS mod. So here I have Modrinf app. The link to Modrinf app is in the document. I'll again reference it over here in the chat. So Modrinf app makes it really easy to create a mod pack. So here, for example, I can create like BBS mod 1.24 and fabric. I choose fabric. BBS mod is only for 1.20.4 and 1.20.1. I'm using usually 1.20.4. Then you like create, it's gonna download, and then you can install content. And what you need is BBS mod and then iris. And I also use complementary, which is a shader pack, for example. And then once I installed 3 of these, I would get, go back to instance, I would get BBS mod installed with fabric. As you can see, you don't need to install fabric by itself. And when I install iris shaders, I also get sodium. Sodium is an optimization mod. Without it, I get like fewer FPS, while like in vanilla I get 60 FPS. But with sodium I get like 400 or something like that. It's literally improves the performance. And iris shaders for shaders. This is all you need for 1.20.4. So I'll let it launch, while I'm also going to show you how to install BBS mod on Forge. 0.1 version that works on Forge, but you need extra mods to make it work. So Forge 1.20.1. So yes, I create both of these. It downloads it. But yes, the way it works on Forge, you need a couple of extra mods that makes fabric mods work on
Press enter
Forge.
to enable the narrator.
Thank you, very cool. So here I'm usually, when you like set up new installation, you need to like adjust a couple of settings. Frame rate 12, that's fine. And shader packs, here is the shader pack. In video options and music, of course. So yeah, it works on BBS mod, on fabric 1.20.4. For Forge, you need these mods. So first you need Sinatra connector. It would also install Fin connector extras, right? Let's see. Yes, Forgified Fabric API. Then you need a connector extras. These guys allow you to run Fabric mods on Forge. Not all Fabric mods work, but BBS mod surprisingly works. I also did a couple of fixes for it. So let's see. And then for optimization instead of sodium, it uses Embedium, and instead of Iris, it's called Oculus. These are forks for Forge mods. And then, yes, also shaders complementary, and I can run it. Okay, so Forge version is loading right now. Yeah, so as you can see,
press enter to enable the
now
narrator.
it also works on Forge. So BBS mod, it's over here. So yeah, this is how you install it on Forge. You need connect Sinitra mods, so Sinitra connector, Forgified Fabric API, connector extras, and BBS mod would work. And for optimization is Embedium and Oculus instead of Iris for shaders. So now, I'm gonna just launch it, and then we can start with using BBS mod. So I'm gonna create a new superflat mod, superflat world. Call it BBS mod class MCTV. Creative superflat cheats. The way BBS mod works is that you have here a whole like keybind list, and the most important keybind you need to know is the dashboard. It's where all the magic happens, basically. Beside that, it's also useful to know record current replay, which is right alt, and play film, which is right control. But for now, I'm pressing 0 key, and this is going to be the default dashboard. Here you have like lots of panels, but where we record stuff is in the films editor. Since I created a new world, I still have time running. There is a mob spawning, and also in any time there could be the change of weather. So I'm gonna press F6 and execute default commands, and this would set these game rules for like to whatever is preferred on the new map. And I'm gonna set back to time set day. Okay, so let me go back. So with the overview, first we're gonna start with installing the mod. We installed the mod. Then we need to install ffmpeg. ffmpeg is a special utility which allows you to record videos and convert files. Without it, some of the key features not gonna work in BBS mod. So for that, I'm going to install ffmpeg. So first go to the link. The link is in the document. Let's see. So ffmpeg. Go to here, more downloading options. We need binary files. So here for Windows, go to this link from guide.dev, and then I would say, from what I remember, I would install one of these. So it's the maybe, judging by the size, probably this one is gonna faster to download. So I'm going to download that one. Once you downloaded ffmpeg, you need to unzip it somewhere. So now I have this guy here, essential build. There will be bin, and basically the most important file is ffmpeg.exe. So what I'm going to do is go to the root of the local disk C, and I'm going to extract it over here. I guess it doesn't work over here, so I'm going to just, because like it's a new program that I use for file browsing. So once you got there, to ffmpeg, ffmpeg.bin, and then you copy the path by clicking on the address bar, and then in BBS mod, you go to the dashboard, you click on the settings, then you scroll down to video recording, and you paste the path here, then ffmpeg.exe, and then you add the ffmpeg.exe. We need this file specifically. If you are on Linux or Mac OS, you wouldn't need the .exe part, but you would need still the path to the binary, that's ffmpeg. In order to check if it works, what you can do is press F4. There will be a clicking sound, and then to appear that it's a bit more like it's lagged a bit. So I press F4 again to stop recording. I open dashboard, F6, and then game. And here I'm going to config, BBS, and then movies, and there will be a new file. Open wave movies and TV, and you would see that it actually records. So for me, it worked. If there's gonna be no MP4 file and there will be a log, then something went wrong with installing ffmpeg. All right, next, what we have is install Blockbench plugins. So I'm gonna show you a couple of models, but nothing out of like extraordinary. However, for the plugins themselves, what you're gonna need is Texture Stitcher and the BBS model exporter. So textures, you go to available over here, from install to available, then BBS model exporter importer, and Texture Stitcher. Explain what they do. Texture Stitcher allows you to combine multiple textures into one, because BBS mod supports only one texture per model, and BBS model exporter allows you to export the model into native BBS model format. It's better because it supports meshes, and also the animations for, like, instead of GeoJSON, models don't work with meshes, so, and it's only one file. These are plugins you need for Blockbench. And Blockbench, I think I linked the link here. Yes, Blockbench over here. Now, everything is needed for starting actually working with the film editor. So, there is a panel called Films. That's where you have film editor. Didn't know the BBS JSON work with meshes. Shock Pikachu. Yeah, it works, actually. Pretty cool. So, in Films editor, you would see the first place, like in the first time, you would see Films panel. And if you accidentally close it by clicking anywhere else, you can find it over here. Here you would see a list of scenes you've made. So a film, it's I'll just show you. AnimalMace scene. So once you have a film opened, you would see here a timeline on the left. That's where you would be editing most of the stuff. On the right, you would see preview, and also the individual editor for some kind of like either keyframes or blocks. Here you have different types of editors: camera editor, replay editor, and action editor. At the moment, there's only a camera editor, which allows you to create camera through clips. So here you can like set up how the camera moves. In the replay editor, you can animate and record characters, while in action editor you can you can edit the actions that it does with the world, like placing blocks, interacting with items, and stuff like that. Beside that, it's useful to know that in this editor you can change the size of the preview and the editor, and also you can change the layout in case you'd like more vertical versus horizontal space. For example, but I prefer having a small preview most of the time, and a lot of space for the camera and keyframes. Now, let's see what's next. This is not a camera link. So, the first thing you do when you have a film, you create a new camera. Right click, oh, wait. Before, I'd like to change So I'd like to add a mouse button so you could see which buttons I click, and also keystrokes so you can see what I'm typing. As well, I'd really like to change it to my favorite 1493 color. Maybe it's 3 and 4, something like that. So now you can see the mouse and the buttons I press. All right. So the first thing, I'm going to right click over here. Here you can create, for example, clip and idle clip. Idle clip is just basic camera that's like just positions the camera somewhere. I created it here. We don't need to create camera yet, but the point is that first you need to create a camera clip in order to define the length of the scene. So for example, I'm gonna make it like 1200, so that will be enough space. And the duration of the clip and the keyframes in Fusion are tick based. 20 takes are 1 second. So here we would have, so 1200 sorry 1200 divided by 20, 60 seconds. There you go. Which is too much, I think, as the audio that AnimalMace had somewhere around 30-40 seconds. So I defined the camera duration, and now I can certainly say that's 30 seconds long. Setting up a replay. So now I'm going to create a replay. So replays are a list of basically actors you have. You can create them either over here by adding replay, but what I like to do is change it to replay editor. And let's say I want the actor to be initially over here. I right click here and add the replay here. Now you would see a list of objects, of forms. Forms allow you to change the appearance of the replay. There is a lot of different forms here, starting from emoticons models, from the player models, from miscellaneous like the anchor, image, label, extruded, block, item, vanilla particle, and trail. But for our needs, I think we need Alex and Steve. And then I also want to show you how to use the eyes, just briefly, by the end of the tutorial. Holy what again? I pressed on replay editor, I right clicked, add the replay here, and then let's say, so it would be Steve. So now I have two of these guys. I'm gonna move the camera by, it's selected, then I pressed F to toggle the flight mode, and then I can use WASD and Shift and Space in order to change the camera position, but just for the preview at the moment. So with the set up a replay, now we gotta probably also change the skins. So how would it work with skins? So I'm gonna go for Alex. Once you have replays, you can go, for example, oh wait, you can select this actor, then you can edit it, then you can pick texture in order to change the texture, and here I'm gonna drag and drop AnimalMace. And AnimalMace's skin would get converted. There were overlays before that, but I just wanted to show that converted the 32 by 32 skin into a 64 by 64 skin. Although the overlays have been, what's called, the overlays were lost, but what I can do, AnimalMace, grab the skin from here, and I can copy the link over here, and I can take and paste in, and as you can see now it's downloaded. I guess I was I guess they were Alex, so it looks like I made another mistake, but I can really fix it by clicking pick model and changing to Alex. So now it's fine. AnimalMace is now in the scene. Now let's do the same thing with Oxy. So pick texture. Now here I'm going to drag and drop Oxy. I'm pretty sure that Oxy should have yes, it seems fine, yeah. All right. So now we have the replay set up. Let's see what's next on the overview. Setting up an audio track. So before I can record the actors, I would need to synchronize it to audio track. In theory, I could, like, if I knew what I was going to do, I would go with, I guess I could start recording, but I need the audio track. So what I'm gonna do is right click, add, then add to the current take, and then audio. I'm going to drag, so it'll be pretty long, and then I'm going to pick audio. So here I don't have any audio. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drag and drop this file. This is, if I remember correctly, is an MP3 file. BBS mod by default works only with with wave files, which are specifically 16-bit, mono, and .ogg files. However, by drag and dropping the file, oh, it even opened here. Wait, did it work? Oh, my bad. So in order for it to work the first time, you have to press F6, then audio, so it would create an audio folder. It seems like I didn't fix this issue. But once it's fixed, I can drag and drop it, and then there will be this audio file.
Oxy, could you please explain to me why my house is suddenly gone?
Well, why are you going and blaming Oxy? She had nothing to do with this.
So now we have the dialogue. I can crop the duration of over here. So 700, and then this one also as well.
Oxy, could you...
Now, before I'm going to record, I'd like to showcase you one important feature that could be very useful for navigating during the recording. So here we have dialogue, sound effects, and music in one place.
Oxy, could you please explain to me why my house is suddenly gone?
Well, why are you going and blaming?
So as you can see by the waveform, it could be confusing what is what. However, there is a feature called audio editor. I'm going to save just in case you've seen. Audio editor, then here you can select the audio waveform, and by right clicking here you can add audio codes. So let's listen to it. Bruh, I didn't fix this issue. Anyways, second attempt.
But that has
Oxy, could you please explain to me?
Now it works. Yay. Okay, so now I'm going to listen to the dialogue and set up the audio.
Oxy, could
color
you please
codes.
explain to me why my house...
So for AnimalMace, I'm going to pick this color, and I'm going to, okay, and then for Oxy it's going to be orange. Beside right clicking and adding and removing, what you can do is hold Control and then drag it.
Well, why are you going and do this?
So here, I'm going to drag here, and then it's going to be something like orange-ish. Now, I'm going to drag with Control. So over here, pick this color. So here ends another Oxy reply. And I'm going to, oh, wrong color. And finally, AnimalMace and Oxy. Oh, it's even picked almost the same color. So save, and now in the timeline you would see that where AnimalMace talks, it's this color, and it's where Oxy talks is orange color. So this way I can now easily distinct when I'm supposed to head bob to talk like AnimalMace, and then when I have to. Oh, did not finish? No, it's finished. So yeah, let me probably move a little bit these. So let's see how much is 5 seconds. It's too much, I think. Maybe 3 seconds is enough for AnimalMace to walk into the scene. And I think I can start recording. So now I have these actors, and the next stage is actually recording them. There are two ways to record these actors, inside the film editor and outside film editor. So, inside the film editor, it works something like this. So, let's pretend, first I'm going to see where the actors are in the space by playing the scene, and it's with right control. So here we have AnimalMace
Oxy,
and
could you
Oxy.
please explain to me why my house is suddenly gone?
So let's say that this where was AnimalMace's house. Just pretend I didn't build the house. So let's just say that's how Oxy messed up, okay? And yeah, that looks good. What I can do is by holding Alt and clicking Oxy, I can select her. And like, let me move the camera again with the flight mode. And what I'm going to do is by pressing H key or toggle control mode, let me remove the item, I can move the character in the editor. So now I'd like to probably for Oxy to start somewhere over here. Here. What I'm gonna do is press I in order to save these changes. So if I wouldn't press I, for example, let's say Oxy was here, and then I wanted to, oh, that's the place I wanted. If I press H again, it's gonna go back. So this is gonna be the place where I'm going to start. And now I'm going to move the camera, change the camera mode to free in order to basically detach it from the camera clips, so that I could see probably Oxy over here and then act out as Oxy. So now I'm going to press record replay or Control R. Sometimes there are buttons and sometimes there are keybinds, and if you want to see all keybinds, you can press F9 and you would see there's like all of this stuff that is available. This Discord overlay is a bit messy. Let's see if I can. Okay, there we go. And yeah, so now you can see everything that is available, all the tools that you can use. So now I'm going to start recording Oxy by basically controlling her from the inside editor. So control, then you would select all groups, and let's say that's when the AnimalMace.
Oxy, could you please explain to me why my house is suddenly gone?
Well, why are you going and blaming Oxy? She had nothing to do with this. All she was doing was mining some food and getting some carrots, and oh, there was a command block, but that has nothing to do with this.
You used command blocks to just delete my house out of nowhere? What is wrong with you? I put so much time and effort into it.
Okay, it's fine. Oxy didn't know it was gonna have anything to do with this.
You're going to show me where this command block is right now so we can undo it, because otherwise I'm just actually going to lose it.
Okay, fine. It's over this way.
And we're done. I pressed, I think the action has finished, but once you want to finish a recording, you just press H again or Ctrl R. So now going to the replay, you would see that there is now replay, so keyframes over here. That is basically what the actions that I recorded. These guys are a rotation. Here you can see pitch, yaw, and the other I pressed hold Alt in order to, and mouse wheel in order to make them bigger. So yeah, when you start out, there will be a lot of tracks of these. Not all of them are necessary. So in order to hide some of these, I'd like to show you that you can right click and filter tracks and then remove the ones that you didn't need. So usually I would say these guys are not necessary by default. I'm not sure. Rounded, probably not. Damage, no. And that's it, yes. Now the timeline is much more cleaner and you have like more vertical space to absorb this information. Probably I should make it the default. Anyways, so Oxy is recorded, at least the basic stuff. Later I would show how to also add animations, but at the moment it's just the recording of Oxy. Now I'd like to show you how to record, for example, AnimalMace part in outside. So how would this look like? So let's see. Second part is outside film editor, yes. So now I'm going into the world. I'm going to find a place where I would start recording. I pressed right control in order to see where the film was playing. So I think 3 seconds. I think this is good enough. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press right Alt to start recording.
Oxy, could you please explain to me why my house is suddenly gone?
Well, why are you going and blaming Oxy? She had nothing to do with this. All she was doing was mining some food and getting some carrots and oh, there was a command block, but that has nothing to do with this.
You used command blocks to just delete my house out of nowhere? What is wrong with you? I put so much time and effort into it.
Okay, it's fine. Oxy didn't know it was gonna have anything to do with this.
You're going to show me where this command block is right now so we can undo it, because otherwise I'm just actually going to lose it.
Okay, fine. It's over this way.
So yeah, once you finish the recording, you press right Alt again, and then you go to the editor and you'd see that well, the camera, let's go back to the camera, and that I recorded all of the actions. If you
Oxy.
basically recorded the scene and you'd say, oh, I don't, wait, I probably need to do that. Like, oh, I don't think I liked how it turned out, or oh, oops, I accidentally recorded stuff. What you can do is just press Ctrl Z and it would go back. There is Ctrl Z and Ctrl Y in order to undo and redo. So now we have the scene with AnimalMace and Oxy. Let's see what's next. So basically that's how you record from outside. However, if you would like to re-record some part from outside, what you gotta do is there's also a feature to do it from any tick. You don't have to start over. In order to record from outside, what you gotta do is first you're gonna move the cursor where you want it to be, then you go to the world, you press Y in order to teleport to exactly the place where you've been. It's you can see this feature as a keybind here. Y, teleport to current replay. Y, and then you can press here record replay and then outside.
You're going to show me where this command block is right now so we can undo it, because otherwise I'm just actually going to lose it.
Okay, fine. It's over this way.
And then right Alt in order to finish. So as you can see now, it re-recorded.
Show me where this command block is right.
I guess I a little bit
Show me where this command block is right now so we can undo
froze
it, because
here.
otherwise I'm just actually going to lose it.
Okay, fine. It's over this way.
But overall, it works. And if I don't need this part, I can just remove these guys and move keyframes. So by holding Shift and then left click dragging, I can select, I can right click and remove keyframes, and then select these guys and then move them by holding the left click and moving. So yeah, it's a little clean up job. So now we have the scene. What's next on the menu? Basic animation. Ooh. But before basic animation, I think I'd like to set up the camera. So again, select the clip you want to move. Press F key in order to toggle flight mode. Toggle flight mode, what allows it basically allows you to move the camera, but also to override these features you can see by using WSD is to move, and then Shift and Space is to up and down, like go up and down. You can also see these keybinds in mod settings, UI keybinds, and then in the flight mode over here. You can change them to whatever you want. I prefer E and Q for moving up and down. That's I like it more. So, and when you move, holding Control and holding Alt allows you to either make it faster or slower. And if you'd like to change the speed, here it is. You can use mouse wheel in order to change basically the factor. Okay, speed 1 is good for me. I'm gonna move my camera something like that. So in the beginning it's gonna be, no, probably I'd like to first create a camera view that focuses on the outside. What I'm gonna do here, in order to, like, instead of creating a new one, I'm gonna right click and cut clips, and it will basically separate them. I'm gonna press Ctrl D to deselect, and I'm gonna select this one. So now I can basically like set up the full view of the camera.
Oxy.
And start the scene. Probably this angle is not that good because you can see faces of both. Oops, I recorded the clip. So probably, I'm not sure. I guess I set up the best. Like, acting was there, but so let's see.
Oxy, could you please explain to me why my house is suddenly gone?
Suddenly gone, and here I'm going to cut again and show that the house is gone.
Is suddenly gone?
Maybe even moving it over here like that.
Well, why are you
And then I'm going to,
Gone?
Well, why are you
and then I'm going to deselect the clip and move the camera where Oxy is. So something like that.
On?
Well, why are you going and blaming Oxy? She had nothing.
On?
Well, why are you going and blaming Oxy? She had nothing to do with this. All she was doing was
And maybe like here I cut the clips in order to move the camera over, like, for example, something like that. Honestly, I'm not really that good with the composition rules, so I'm probably gonna violate a couple of 180-degree rules. So, but
Oxy, could you please explain to me why my house is suddenly gone?
Well, why are you going and blaming Oxy? She had nothing to do with this. All she was doing was mining some food and getting some carrots and
and maybe here it'll be, oh boy, I would make a shot like that.
mining some food and getting some carrots and
Maybe a little more.
it was a command block, but that
And now I think I would like to reuse one of these shots. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to select that, this one. I'm going to move over here, and I'm gonna press just F once in order to copy this position, basically. Alternatively, you can copy position by right-clicking here and then pasting. So,
You used to
and now let's see which. I think there was this one. I'm gonna copy over here and paste over here as well.
that has nothing to do with this.
You used command block
Yeah, that's clearly a
to
violation,
just
but
delete my house out of nowhere? What is wrong?
and then closer. Closer.
Blocks to just delete my house out of nowhere? What is wrong with you? I put so much time and effort into it.
Okay,
Again, Alt C to cut in order to separate. And then maybe this shot. So copy, paste,
okay, it's fine. Oxy didn't know it was gonna have
maybe move a little bit. No, it's fine.
anything.
Control Z in order to go back.
Okay, it's fine. Oxy didn't know it was gonna have anything to do with this.
You're gonna
And one of the, I think probably this F in order to copy, and like that.
right now so we can undo it, because otherwise I'm just actually going to lose it.
Okay,
And I think shot like that.
okay, fine. It's over this way.
And they walk away. Maybe a little bit more like this.
It's over this way.
Yeah, it is still. It's alright. If what, I think you can go and I mean, like for the scene, it's also possible. For example, start recording from here
Hey,
and then walk this this direction.
Hey.
And then do the same thing over here with Oxy. So here.
Hey.
And they just walk away. And see if it works well.
This way.
More or less. It looks weird. Okay. Maybe I'll keep it. Oh boy.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. It's over this way. Okay, fine. It's over this way.
Okay, but basically I just want to showcase. Oh boy. Looks like I didn't record it, so I'll remove these keyframes.
Fine, it's over this way.
So yeah, now the scene is recorded and we have camera shots which are more or less synchronized to the dialogue. Now I'd like to show you how to animate the characters. So animating the characters is possible through either transform or pose. You can create here keyframes and then change how the poses are set up, and then by having lots of different keyframes, it will interpolate between them, meaning like blend together or transition, which I'm gonna create as like a motion. So let's start with AnimalMace. So AnimalMace walks in and
Oxy.
then he's like holds his maybe head. So I'm gonna create a new pose keyframe and then another keyframe here. I'm gonna click on the what's called on the limb and then animate it some, like change the pose here. So with the way it works, you have here the list of bones, limbs, and you have here a transform field which allows you to change the position relative to like whatever pose, like here the scale. You can change to uniform by clicking this icon, or you can like change the scale by moving these separately. Alternatively, you can change all of them at once by holding left click and then right clicking and holding both of these, the mouse keys. So now that I now let's let's try animating so it doesn't look too bad. No, I want to make it look like he's like, oh no. Probably rotating it inward like that. It looks too rigid, but you can try using different interpolations in order to change how it looks like. So I think maybe backing and out would look like
Oxy.
it still didn't help. So
Oxy.
sometimes it doesn't work out, so it's okay to experiment. So here
Oxy, could you
I would probably say maybe exponential out or back out. Let's see which it is. Back out. What?
Oxy, could you please Oxy,
Maybe back in.
Oxy, could you please explain to me?
No. Exponential out.
Oxy, could you please
So basically, the interpolations change the way the movement works. So if I would change it back to linear,
Oxy, could you
you
please
see that the limbs are moving at the same speed. But if you would have some exponential in and out, it's first gonna accelerate slowly, then
Oxy,
at the beginning to be fast, and then it would slow down. And all of this in and out here, it's basically these are different degrees of how fast it's gonna accelerate in the beginning, which exponential in and out are the fastest. You can see it has very first it's slow, and then it's very fast, and then slow, and then you have sine, which is like it doesn't have that much acceleration and deceleration.
Oxy, could you please?
Maybe I think exponential out works the best.
Oxy, could you? Oxy.
Oh, I have an idea how to fix it. Maybe if I'll use low body and maybe head back.
Oxy, could you please?
And then maybe also I would add here a keyframe. And then finally reset over here.
Oxy, could you please explain to me why my...
Yeah, I think this looks much better.
Oxy, could you please explain?
The cool thing about keyframe is that you can, like in comparison to Blockbuster mode, you cannot create an intermediate keyframe. So here what I can do is go and create by holding Control and clicking, and then, for example, moving back, moving the limb to another side, for example.
Could you please explain? Oxy, could you please explain?
Maybe also like change it a little bit more.
Oxy, could you please explain to me why my... Please explain to me why my...
And then you can quickly open the interpolation menu by holding Shift and T. And then also every interpolation has its own key to quickly change. So for example, if I want to change to back in and out, I press B. If I want to change to exponential in and out, I press E. And all of these are over here. Hi, not late at all, I'm Mace. Hello, Mace. I guess that's very funny.
Explain to me why my house... Could you please explain to me why my house is suddenly gone?
And when he says suddenly gone, I probably it's a good idea to maybe take the same keyframe, copy it by either here. Wait, where is copy? Oh, here, and then paste it.
My house is suddenly gone.
And then again, I could probably reuse these guys. Control C.
Only gone. Only gone.
And very cool thing about BBS mode is that there is a special interpolation called Hermite, which allows you to make it smoother.
Gone.
But here it doesn't work due to me wanting to exaggerate the movement.
Is suddenly gone.
Well, why are you going and blaming?
Is suddenly gone. Oxy, could you please explain to me why my house is suddenly gone?
Well, why are you going and blaming Oxy? She had nothing to do with this. All she was doing was mining.
And then maybe like a thinking pose. Maybe on the good thing to explain here is that there is a rotation over here. There are two rotations: rotation first and rotation second. Rotation first is main rotation, and then there is also local axis rotation. So why I changed rotation on the second row instead of the first row is that because since the head is rotated a little bit, rotating on the z-axis is looking not like it's on its own axis. So for that, it's best here to change it to on this axis.
Was mining some food and
and probably like
mining some food.
Another thing to show which is like the power of the keyframe editor is that once you have like a keyframe selected, you can also duplicate it by holding Alt and then Like
was
that.
mining some food and getting some doing was mining some food and getting some carrots and oh, there was a command this.
And let's say that AnimalMace here already have reset the pose behind the scene.
Command block, but that has nothing to do with it.
You used command. You used command.
Let's see what we have so far.
Oxy, could you please explain to me why my house is suddenly gone?
Well, why are you going and blaming Oxy? She had nothing to do with this. All she was doing was mining some food and getting some carrots and oh, there was a command block, but that has nothing to do with this.
You used.
And now we can animate further. I'm not sure whether this part seems boring or no, but I think it's very important to like showcase how it works and how it looks like. One more note about BBS mod: you can see some places there's these yellow lines on top of the colored lines, and also there's these yellow guys. So the yellow lines between keyframes are indicating that they're the same. And like these guys are like we are not the same, and this guy are like we are the same. While yellow lines underneath the keyframes themselves means that when you zoom out too much, you would see that they are kind of like collapsing. And because of that, this is an indicator that these guys are together. Like there are multiple keyframes here basically. And you see it's like not one piece. One piece. Yeah.
There was a command block.
You used command blocks to just delete my house.
One piece, yes. Not one piece.
You used command blocks to just delete my house.
So now,
Command
continue
blocks.
animating.
Command block. You used You used command. You used command blocks. You used command blocks. Blocks to just. Just delete command blocks and just delete my.
I really feel like presets pose would be pretty cool.
Command blocks and just delete my house.
To just delete my house. I think here I would probably
Delete my house out of nowhere. You used command blocks and just delete my house out of nowhere. Command.
maybe here it would be pretty cool to add a little bit of low body back. Oh, that's too much.
You used command blocks and just delete my house out of nowhere.
It seems like here we have Hermite impression enabled, and it's because of that it's more
some carrots and
smoother.
oh, there was a command block, but that has nothing to do with this.
You used command blocks and just delete my house out of nowhere.
What is wrong with you? I would like to go back, kind of like move the low body back. Move all of these guys. Like that.
What is wrong with? What is wrong?
And instead of Hermite, I think
What is wrong with
back in and out is
you?
better. And then the reset, low body down. And then also arms. One thing I should have probably started with. At the moment when I was animating, it was comfortable to animate. But now that Mace is too close to the shot, I cannot really select legs or, for example, arms that well. What I'm gonna do is going to change to orbit mode. What it does, it allows me to now move around the camera, and when Mace is walking, for example, let's say over here, the camera is still relative to that place. And beside that, there is a mode which allows you to like orbit around the character by holding Z key and middle mouse button. You can basically move around the camera. And the like further away it is from the center, the further away the camera is. And then you can also change it, for example, like you close and then you can also like rotate it around. I think in this case, I think I'd like this angle.
Mining some.
Do you delete my house out of nowhere? What is wrong with you? I put so much time and effort.
So yeah, but I think this is more important. But it's just a showcase.
Into it.
Oh.
Effort into it. Into it.
Okay.
Time and effort into it.
Okay, it's fine. Oxy didn't know it was gonna have anything to do with this.
You're gonna show me where this command block is.
And here you're gonna show me. I'd like probably to move the low body around. Then point out at Oxy.
Have anything to do with this.
You're gonna show me what
This.
you're gonna show me where this
This.
you're gonna show
No. Probably
This.
extension.
you're gonna show me what
Maybe do it like that. So copy here and paste here, and then overshot like here, and maybe instead using of back in and out, I'm gonna use Hermite by 50 in order to open, and then H change.
Anything to do with this.
you're gonna
This is too slow.
This.
you're gonna show me where the
With this.
you're gonna show me where this
No, that's too fast.
This.
you're gonna show me where this you're gonna show me where this
And then probably gonna reset here. You can right click to reset specifically this limb.
show me where this command you're gonna show
And then this over here.
you're gonna show me where this command block is. Command block is
Boy.
where this command block is right where this command block is right.
And then when he gonna say right now, I want maybe like making like some kind of a clap motion. Where is the
It's right where this command block is right now.
oh boy. There's too much rotation.
It's right look it's
Right now.
look it's right.
Right? Then I'm gonna duplicate by selecting the keyframe and then Alt hold and clicking. And to remove a keyframe is Control and click on the keyframe. So duplicate. Then I can invert the transform by holding by pressing minus key.
Right now it's right now command block is right
So probably maybe
look it's right now so we look it's right
this is too fast. I think maybe moving.
it's right now so we can it's right now so we can undo it because otherwise I'm just actually
Gonna have this.
you're gonna show me where this command block is right now.
This.
You're gonna show me where this command block.
This is too fluid, I think.
Show me where this command.
This.
You're gonna show me where this command block is.
Yeah.
Where this command block is right now so we can undo it because otherwise.
But you need post keyframe, move the limb. Yeah, there is no post keyframe. I shown in the beginning that you need to, like, it's better to hide all of these guys so that they wouldn't get in the way.
Right now
But at least I almost animated the animal maze.
we can undo it because otherwise I'm just.
Yeah, reset.
Because otherwise I'm just. Actually. Just actually going to lose it.
Okay.
And then reset.
We're going to lose it.
And maybe.
To lose it.
Okay, fine, it's over this way.
And here we have AnimalMace animated.
Oxy, could you please explain to me why my
This
house
is how it
is
looks.
suddenly gone?
Well, why are you going and blaming Oxy? She had nothing to do with this. All she was doing was mining some food and getting some carrots and oh, there was a command block, but that has nothing to do with this.
You used command blocks to just delete my house out of nowhere? What is wrong with you? I put so much time and effort into it.
Okay, it's fine. Oxy didn't know it was gonna have anything to do with this.
You're going to show me where this command block is right now so we can undo it, because otherwise I'm just actually going to lose it.
Okay, fine, it's over.
Just actually going to.
I think here, the head clips with the arm. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select both these keyframes since they are the same. I can select this limb, move it a little bit like this, and since they're both selected, they're
Actually
edited
going
at
to
the same
lose it.
time. And it seems also the Hermite here messes up.
Actually going to lose it.
So
We're going to
we
lose
just
it.
can change.
Okay, fine, it's over this way.
So yeah, AnimalMace is done. Now I can animate also Oxy. I didn't expect to be that long.
Well, why are you going and blaming Oxy? She had nothing. Why are you going and blaming?
Can I wonder to reuse some of the poses? let's just try and copy that to Oxy.
Why are you going?
Suddenly gone?
Well, why are you going and blaming Oxy? She had nothing to do with this. All she was doing was mining some food. And blaming Oxy.
Gone?
Well, what?
It looks so funny.
Gone?
Well, why are you going and blaming Oxy? She had nothing to do with this. All she was doing was mining some food and getting. Mining some food and getting.
And then that's a good now it's a good time to show you that there is also pose flipping.
Food
So
and getting some carrots and.
and this way I just like
Food and getting some
and
carrots
took and flipped the pose, which saved me a little bit of time.
and oh. Oh, there was. Oh, there was.
And now I think I'm gonna like put it back like that. So that she was like,
Oh, there was a command block, but
doesn't look that good. Like that.
oh, there,
And here maybe it's
oh, there
explanation.
was a.
No.
Oh, there was a.
Uh,
Oh, there was.
a good thing to know is that when you have the what's called the Hermite, you can kind of change. For example, you can take a keyframe like that and then move it back,
Oh, there was
and
a.
then you can change basically the way easing looks like. For example, if I'm going to move from left to right,
There was a command.
then you can kind of like first it's gonna go slow and then fast, and those are direction as well.
Oh, there was a command block, but but
And now I want to take this keyframe, place it over here. Probably low body to go back, and then copy here, copy, transform, and then by holding shift, right click and paste. Just paste? No, shift and paste. Strange. Paste transformation. Well, I basically like convert like that.
block, but that has block, but that has nothing to do with this. Command block, but that has nothing.
And then this one.
That has nothing to do with this.
Use command blocks to just delete my.
And then here I probably like make Oxy like raise an arm. And maybe like
Command blocks to just delete my house out of nowhere? What is wrong with you? I put so much time and effort into it.
Okay, okay.
and almost done.
Okay, it's
Hermite is here. And let's also like
okay, it's fine.
reset. Arms up.
It's fire. Okay, it's fire.
And he probably also
It's fire. Oxy didn't know.
And what if I probably can also use some of the keyframes over here from Mace? Let's try that out.
Have anything.
How would that look like?
Oxy didn't know it was gonna have anything to do with this.
You're gonna show me what.
No.
Oxy didn't know it was gonna have anything to do with this.
You're gonna show me what this command block is right now so we can undo it. Actually going to lose it.
No. Okay, fine. It's
Here I'm probably gonna copy over here and then reset here because it's out of frame. And then I'd like to make Oxy look down. Like kind of like defeated or something like that. And then go to show.
okay, fine. It's over this.
And then show in the direction there.
It's over this way.
And then reset the pose.
It's over this way.
Alright, let's see.
Oxy, could you please explain to me why my house is suddenly gone?
Well, why are you going and blaming Oxy? She had nothing to do with this. All she was doing was mining some food and getting some carrots and oh, there was a command block, but that has nothing to do with this.
You used command blocks to just delete my house out of nowhere? What is wrong with you? I put so much time and effort into it.
Okay, it's fine. Oxy didn't know it was gonna have anything to do with this.
You're gonna show me where this command block is right now so we can undo it, because otherwise I'm just actually going to lose it.
Okay, fine. It's over this way.
I think AnimalMace made it way more better. But so yeah, this is how you animate. You create keyframe poses and then you change the poses. And there's a lot of tools like selecting, changing interpolations for them, like copying, pasting, transform, and stuff like that. So this was animating through poses. Now let's see what's next. Setting up proper camera. Well, I kind of already did, but it's possible also to like have more effects added to the camera. For example, here I'm going to change the layer of the clip a little bit higher so there will be more space. So, for example, I can go and even like just converting some of the cameras to dolly, I can change so that it would have a little bit of motion. So the dolly clip allows you to like make the motion, like it's not just a static camera, but it's also moves a little bit forward or backward. So here, for example, this is too fast, so maybe like 1.2. You'd see there's a little bit of movement. And I can also add a little bit here. And change the interpolation, for example, from here, from linear to exponential and out. It wasn't that visible, so probably it's not that good looking.
Oxy, could you please explain to me why my house is suddenly gone?
For example, here I could like zoom in a little bit on AnimalMace and then zoom out immediately. What I can do here is by adding a new, let's see, add current clip, a new angle. Let's see where it is. New angle clip, and then like increasing the FOV, a little bit adjusting yaw and pitch so that Mace was more in the shot, and then enabling envelopes, and then changing also to say maybe quadratic in and quadratic out.
Could you please explain to me why my
Maybe less. Something like that.
Oxy, could you please explain to me? Oxy, could you please?
Maybe here.
Oxy, could you please explain to me why my house is suddenly gone? Only gone. Only gone.
And here I could probably like change here to just 0 FOV.
suddenly gone.
When he says gone,
Gone.
over here, and like that. And then, besides changing fade in and fade out through these sliders, it's also possible through comma and period. So period says the right side and the comma says the left side. Comma left and right is no. Comma is left, so fade in, and period is right, which is fade out.
Gone. Be gone.
Well, why are you going and blaming? Why are you going and blaming Oxy? She had nothing to.
And nothing to do with it. So angle, another angle, I can also add by pressing Alt and A, like that. Envelope. Probably don't need fade out, but I would.
She had. She had nothing to do.
This is too slow. So moving here and then comma, and 25 is too much. Maybe like that.
Oxy, she had nothing to do with this. All she was doing was mining some food and getting some carrots and
And then I can probably copy the same one over here. And instead of having it as a quadratic, I change it to exponential. Maybe here.
There was a command block, but
I pressed period and comma in order to set the fade in and out.
there was a command block, but
And maybe like that.
there was a
Oh.
there was a command block, but that has nothing to do with this.
And here probably change dolly.
That has nothing to do with this.
You used command blocks to just
Maybe I can also use this one here.
delete my house out of nowhere? What is wrong with you?
And also again maybe this guy.
It's so much wrong with you. What is
And but instead of what's called zooming in, maybe zoom out.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
It feels like it's also changing the role for some reason.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you? I put so much time and effort into it.
Okay, it's fine. Oxy didn't know it was gonna have anything to do with this.
You're good.
And here I could probably also add angle. Just fade in and zoom on Oxy. So with quadratic and then the no roll V like that.
Didn't know it was gonna have anything to do with this.
You're going to show me where this command block is right now so we can undo it, because otherwise I'm just actually going to lose it.
And then also maybe here dolly.
Yes, I'm going to lose it. Show me where this command block is right now so we can undo it, because otherwise I'm just
Maybe more.
Okay, fine. It's over this way.
So this is the cameras. I added a couple of modifiers, changed some of these to dollies in order to create a little bit of movement. So that's it with the cameras. And I also wanted to show how to set up ice rig, because there is a really powerful feature that allows you to very easily to animate the eyes, like without that much effort to think, like for example pupils at least. So the way eyes work is that what you need to do is to go edit Oxy, for example, the character, then select head here, pick form, then there will be player eyes, which is for 2 pixels. Then you're gonna move it back and like down a little bit, which is something along these lines. So at the moment, you cannot see basically the the eyes themselves, they are behind the head. What has to be done is the eyes from the skin has to be removed, and then the texture for the eyes itself has to be changed basically to make it look like actually Oxy's eyes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to open the folder here, and I'm going to create a new skin. So I'm going to take the Steve ones by clicking on the icon here, and I'm going to save it and call it Oxy. Now I have Oxy over here, but it's still Steve's skin. And I'm going to select Oxy, pick texture, and then open folder here. And then I'm going to edit the skin in the editor, because here I would need to take Oxy skin and also the new file for the eyes. I'm gonna use GIMP, which is like a really more or less basic editor for keep images. Well, not basic, it's more or less advanced, but it's like less advanced than Photoshop. So what I would need to copy this part of the skin and then adapt it to this texture. So I pasted it here. What I'm gonna do, so for eyes, the pupils are located over here. Then the white stuff is over here. Then you also have here the eyebrows, and this it's called eyelash. It can be painted here. Then this is the top part, which is, I'm gonna probably take this pixel, and this is the bottom part of the basically eyelid, I think. So, and these are the walls of the parts that makes it basically cover the eye holes. So let me show you, I'm gonna delete these walls for now on the new level, on the new layer. So I'm gonna take from to here. I'm gonna take this white and paint it over here. Then for the pupil, I'm gonna take and create a line like that, because this is basically the bottom part. Then the line like that on the top part. Then on the it's called wait, let me remember how this think. You have to place over here, so it's 1 by 1. So think maybe like that and like that. I really hope I'm not messing up something. I think that's how people are supposed to look like in the texture. Then for eyebrows, I'm gonna paint here, and for also eyelashes, which is gonna be like these parts that's gonna be animated. For the eyelids, I'm gonna take this color over here at the top eyelid. Oops. And the bottom eyelid. And now I'm gonna save it. And for the original skin, I'm going to remove the eyes, and I'm going to also remove the eyebrows and eyelashes. So now I have Oxy with no eyes, and E is no eyes. I usually name it this way. So now I'm going to go and pick texture and no eyes. Now you can see Steve's eyes, and if I go pick texture here in Oxy, you would see that this corresponds. However, there are these eye holes. You see they're like in the between of the what's called. Basically, you would see the other part of the head. That's just the way it works. So in order to fix that, I'm gonna draw here where there was these eyeballs that I was talking about. I'm going to just paint the same color. I'm going to save it with Ctrl E, and the skin has updated, and these are the and the eye holes were basically patched. Now Oxy has eyes. So now that you have the eyes, you have to enable use target, and in the actions change the idle to idle control. And what does this does, as you can see, now you have eyes. And what you can do, you can select Oxy, or for example the actor that have eyes, and by pressing H and 2 you can move the eyes this way. And that means that if I press Ctrl R and then left stick, I will be able to record eyes this
Oxy,
way.
could you please explain to me why my house is suddenly gone?
Well, why are you going and blaming Oxy? She had nothing to do with this. All she was doing was mining some food and getting some carrots and oh, there was a command block, but that has nothing to do with this.
You used command blocks to just delete my house out of nowhere? What is wrong with you? I put so much time and effort into it.
Okay, it's fine. Oxy didn't know it was gonna have anything to do with this.
You're going to show me where this command block is right now so we can undo it, because otherwise I'm just actually going to lose it.
Okay, fine. It's over this way.
Well, the shots are not the best, but you can see that this information, if I go to filter tracks and then enable back stick LX and LY, you would see the keyframes over here. These keyframes are from the
Oxy,
eyes.
could you please explain to me why my house is suddenly gone?
Well, why are you going and blaming Oxy? She had nothing to do with this. All she was doing was mining some food and getting some carrots and oh, there was a command block, but that has nothing to do with this.
You used
But yeah, and finally, the final stroke to the eyes animation is that I can add here poses. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add blinking here. So closed. So maybe B,
You going and blaming Oxy?
and then copy paste.
Blaming Oxy. She had nothing going and blaming Oxy.
Maybe explanation now.
You going and blaming Oxy? And blaming Oxy. She had
I think Hermite actually
blaming Oxy. She had you going and blaming Oxy. She had
maybe, let's see, like that.
you going and blaming Oxy. She
And now I can just like
had nothing to do with this. All she was doing was mining some
and I'm just gonna copy paste.
food and getting some carrots and oh,
And here maybe I could change to Noid? No, I think to one of the poses. Like sad, shocked.
and oh, there was a command block, but that has nothing to do with this.
Yeah, the recording really
Command
messed
block,
up. And then cute.
but that has nothing to do with this.
You used command blocks to just delete my house out of nowhere? I put so much time and effort into it.
Okay,
And probably I don't need cute here anymore, so I'm gonna reset the
Put
pose.
into it.
okay,
And I'm going back and copy paste these guys, Control C. and
okay,
Control-
it's fine.
Is there maybe shock? The shock was sauce? Shock.
It's fine. Oxy didn't know it was gonna have anything to do with.
And here probably also. I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna select these two and then change it to shock as well.
Didn't know it was gonna have anything to do with this.
You're going to show me where this command block is right now so we can undo it, because
Wait, how does he do the eyes? So basically, have you seen the part where I set up for Oxy the IS rig? I change the texture. Okay, so then I enable use target and change the actions to idle control. And this way, when I act as Oxy, I can press H to in order to control, but I can change the I can press 2 in order to change the group to left stick. As you can see there on the bottom left of the preview, it says left stick. This way I can control the eyes. And if I go and control R in order to record and press left stick or 2, I can
Oxy
record.
didn't know it was gonna have anything to do. Oxy didn't know it was gonna have
And now it's
anything to do.
recorded here. I Control Z in order to restore the back. Now what the hell that stuff sick.
Do it.
Yes.
Okay, it's fine. Oxy didn't know it was gonna have anything to do.
And now I can
do with
this guy.
this.
You're going to show me where this command block is right now so we can
And then probably copy
do
this
it,
guy.
because otherwise I'm just actually going to lose it.
Okay, fine, it's over this way.
Maybe I had here.
This way. Okay, fine, it's over this way. Okay, fine, it's over this way.
Let's see the final.
Oxy, could you please explain to me why my house is suddenly gone?
Well, why are you going and blaming Oxy? She had nothing to do with this. All she was doing was mining some food and getting some carrots and oh, there was a command block, but that has nothing to do with this.
You used command blocks to just delete my house out of nowhere? What is wrong with you? I put so much time and effort into it.
Okay, it's fine. Oxy didn't know it was gonna have anything to do with this.
You're going to show me where this command block is right now so we can undo it, because otherwise I'm just actually going to lose it.
Okay, fine, it's over this way.
And now we have a short, or rather a long short, or a short long from AnimalMace from wish.com. But yeah, hopefully I demonstrated how stuff works here. Peak from wish.com, yes. Let's see what else we have here. So recording size, yes. So all of this is overviewed, and now I think you should be able to record stuff. This should be like basics covered, like most basics. I think I also gonna show you how to import models into BBS mod from Blockbench, and I'll call it that it. So I'm gonna press F6 and models in order to open models folder. Now this is where all the models are contained. Now let's say you have some model. Let's say I have these cool scuba diver, and let's try and export it. So since we have since we install the plugins at the beginning, I go File, Export BBS model, and then I enable Export to Folder, which would basically go and export the model and the texture itself as well. So confirm. Now I'm going here. I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna paste, and then scuba diver, and I'm gonna just select the folder. And now the folder is selected. The model is exported. So now I can go with the BBS mods creative tab. There's a model block, and now I can go and put it into the world. That's how it looks like in the world. It has some default animation which looks like this. But I think that's pretty much it how you import it. But let's say here let's make a new like cube, which would be a completely different like texture. Like create texture, and let's paint it something. I don't know, like that. I don't know. Maybe just something like just a floating eye. By default, it's not gonna work just itself. For example, if I go and export in the same folder, scuba diver, you would see something like this. If you change the texture, this stitch texture, it would look fine, but the eye wouldn't. What you gotta do is to stitch all of these textures. There is, with the plugin that I said in the beginning, you can go and right click in the textures and then stitch all textures. You can change the padding, but I would say I think 0 is fine. And now you have the the texture is basically put all of these textures were like merged together. So now File, Export folder, and if I go back to stitch texture, Now it's over here. So yeah, it works now. Even though it was a separate texture, that's how you go and see texture. If you already have animations, for example, here I have idle. Idle is the name of the default animation. In BBS mods wiki, let's see where it was, wiki or here, there is a page called models, and here you have the names of the animations that can work. So for example, if I had here a couple of more, I would be able to like change them. So let me show you on a example of another model which I have, which is normie. If I go and export this model, export the folder, normie, select folder, and normie is over here. Yes, his textures were exported. And if I go and press B key, which allows you to open the morph and change to him, he has additional animations. It doesn't seem like there is a walk-in animation, which should be... Oh, so yeah, it doesn't have a walk-in animation because it's called sprint... not sprinting, wait. It's called printing, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate it and call it running, and then I'll export it, and then export again. Now I have both of these animations as sprinting and running. And if I crouch, there'll be 2 additional. So here in the list, it's idle, running, sprinting, crouching, falling, swipe, and jump. So I have here jump, I think is. So that's how you import Blockbench animations. If you have the GeoJSON models, they also work. You just go and in the models, you just place a folder with GeoJSON, and it should work. Unless there's like a lot of .animation files, then it's probably not gonna work. You would need to combine them all into one, the animation, the JSON file. And I think that's all I wanted to cover in this basic video. Do you guys have any questions? Thank you, Sully. Very cool. Can you stay after? Yeah, sure. They're very cool. Yes. I can learn a bit more. Yeah. In the document, there are links to my channel, where you can find lots of different like videos about BBS mod. Like there's a lot of them. Then there's also the download links for the BBS mod itself. If you would like to use like multi-MC or other like launcher. Then there is the Discord server where you can get help. And there is a wiki where there is a lot of like extra information. I would recommend check this out document, which contains a lot of information related to all of the features in BBS mod. There's so much. Like it's an overwhelming amount, but overall you just like, let's say you want to see like model, and you would find like what you want to know about model. Maybe there's like specific models or like presets. You can find here presets and stuff like that. That's I guess it. We can I guess wrap up. Thank you guys for coming to the class.
Thank you very much for hosting as well.
Yeah, thank you.
It was awesome to see more in-depth of BBS.
Well, it is basics. In-depth, yeah. There are more tutorials on the channel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
let's go.
I guess I'll end the event here.
Yeah.
Thank you, my course.
You're welcome.